ground combat vehicles, and the service might build prototypes, but there are no plans to bring any such machines into production. I'd love to have replacement programs today for Abrams and Bradley, and Lane plans to go do that. Major General David Bassett, the U.S. Army's Program Executive Officer for Ground Combat Systems, told reporters the Association of the United States Army annual meeting in Washington, but it doesn't fit in this portfolio in this budget environment. The Army knows the limitations of both the Abrams and the Bradley, and has a good idea where there are opportunities available for incremental modernization, Bassett said. There is room for growth, and Bassett pointed out that both vehicles have little in common with the original variants that first rolled off the production line in the early 1980s. Nonetheless, Bassett acknowledged there are limits to how many more upgrades can be made to the venerable armored vehicles. The question for the Army is which technologies can be integrated into the existing platforms and which technologies will require a completely new vehicle, Bassett said. Indeed, sometimes the Army has found that making incremental upgrades to multiple vehicle types is better than developing a single replacement for one type of vehicle. Such was the case with the Army's now defunct ground combat vehicle replacement for the Bradley. The service realized greater capability by scrapping that program and using the money to update its Abrams, Bradleys and Paladin self-propelled guns, Bassett said. At the end of the day, a combat vehicle is about a box and mobility system, lethality system and communications and other things, Bassett said. If you can take all those things and put them on an existing vehicle, then maybe you don't have to have a whole new vehicle built from scratch and the risk associated with that kind of development. The Armored Multipurpose Fighting Vehicle, AMPV, program is an example where a new vehicle was developed by using components from an existing machine. The AMPV uses a new hull, but most of the vehicles in it are sourced from the Bradley, Bassett said. However, there are limits. For example, the powertrain on the Bradley, there is room only for a certain sized engine. If we were in bringing in a new improved powertrain, that just adds risk on top of that, Bassett said. So we've been doing this to build new capability.